Hey, it's Tricks of the Trade. I'm going to go over macros in this video. I only have 10 minutes here to fit it all in, so we're going to get right into it. Type /macro to bring up your macro interface, and we'll just zoom in here. The first macro I'm going to show is my Envenom and Eviscerate macros. Basically, what I've added to these is this line here, which will cast Stealth instead of Eviscerate if it's the appropriate time for it. Basically, if I'm out of combat, if I'm not stealthed, and I hit my Eviscerate key, I will stealth. That completely frees up a whole nother keybind, so I never have to have an extra keybind to stealth, and that can come in very handy. So I've added this line to both my Eviscerate, my Envenom, my main nuke. I'd suggest trying it, just see how you like it. It actually grows on you really quick, and one of the awesome things about it is while you're in combat, sometimes you go out of combat without even knowing it, and so you're running up to your target, mashing your main nuke, and then you get a free stealth out of it, which refreshes overkill. And you can, if you have the right action bar on your stealth bar, it will cast a cheap shot perhaps instead of your main nuke, as long as they're lined up. So I would definitely say give this a shot. Let's move on. This is a poison macro, and this is basically you press the left click and that will do your main hand, and your right click will do your offhand. That's so you don't have to open up your bag, search around for the poison in it. Pop open your character frame, press it on. It's just way easier this way. Just 2 clicks and you have the poison applied, and you can use it for any type of poison. I'm actually gonna skip over my focus types macros on this video, because I'm going to make a whole nother video about how to use focus and macros, and pretty much a whole thing dedicated to focus. So I'm not going to get too crazy with my focus macros right now. This is just a mouse over focus macro. If you already know what focus is and you've been using it, you probably already have something like this. Basically, you just hover over whoever you want, and that will make them your focus. Sorry about that. And let's just keep going here. This is a Mutilate, my main nuke macro. As you can see, I put my cast no combat no stealth line on there. I also put start attack, because sometimes you want to start with your white damage and whatnot, and you might not have enough energy to do your main nuke, your Mutilate, or your Sinister Strike, whatever it may be. So it's good to put a start attack in there too. This is just another poison macro for mind numbing. This is my pickpocket macro, and I used this while I was leveling. I really don't use this much anymore. I would just hit this right before I opened up on a humanoid target. It's just an easy way to pickpocket, and pickpocketing is the best way to level your lock picking. So keep that in mind if you are not yet 80, or if you're leveling your rogue. This is a popular macro here. It's a sap macro. Basically, when you're in an arena, or pretty much anytime you're trying to search out another stealth opponent to sap, you just keep mashing this over and over as quickly as you can, and hopefully you get it off before they get it off, and that can make a huge difference in an arena match. So this is known as a fine stealth sap macro. I wouldn't suggest using it in PvE. Just use regular sap for PvE. This is just basically the exact same main nuke thing. I'm combat and PvE, so I actually added in my gloves here, and that's because I'm an engineer and I have hyperspeed accelerators on there. You could also put a DPS trinket on there if you want, whatever it is that you'd like to do. If it's one of those activate attack power trinkets, you might want to put it in there just so it goes off every time it's available. This is another focus macro. I'm going to go over that in another video. This is my deadly throw slash regular throw slash engineer rocket glove macro. And this comes in really handy too. I can't tell you how many times I've got a killing blow with my gloves or with the deadly throw and gloves. It's basically your ranged attack, so you have it all in one place. You can have it on one keybind. This is a Tricks of the Trade macro here. Basically, it will cast Tricks of the Trade on somebody who you're doing, an arena with, or whoever you want to, boost their DPS for a short time. Also gives them your threat. This one here is just for PvP because it's for DPS. If you're in an arena, you just put the guy you want to pass it to here, and you will give them a boost and not lose your target while you're trying to give them tricks. This is my Vanish macro. Basically, it'll stop your attack and it will cast Vanish. If you're out of combat, it will do a regular stealth, so you won't burn a Vanish if you don't have to. That can come in very handy. Many times it has saved me a cooldown. This is another poison macro for wound poison. And another poison. As you can see, I put a lot of my poison macros. A lot of my macros are just for putting poison on my daggers. Here is my heal macro. That's what I call it. I have a Battle Master trinket which heals me for a certain amount, and it will also cast Health Stone if I'm running with a Warlock. And if I'm standing still, now you gotta remember that, if you're standing still, it will cast your bandage as well. So if you're running around and you know you didn't bandage while you were moving and using this, it's just a regular heal. If you stop, it's a heal and a bandage. So it can help sometimes being able to heal yourself quickly. This is yet another poison. I think that's the second instant poison one I've shown. This is just a mount macro, a cast random. Then you just put all your mounts in and it'll just give you whatever mount. Whenever you click it, it's just a random mount. And this is my raid Tricks of the Trade macro, and the reason it's different is because this is the one I use when I'm in a dungeon or whatever. Basically, I'll put my tank's name just like the other macro I had, but I'll paste it on an assist, so I can pick up, not only pass Tricks of the Trade to my tank, but I could also pick up his target, whoever he has targeted. Just make sure if your tank changes targets a lot, that you keep an eye on it. You stay on the appropriate target, usually marked as skull. I went through this pretty quick just because I had a lot of macros and I wanted to make sure I fit them all in. On another video, I will be talking about focus and the focus macros that I have here, how I use them. They come in very, very handy, and we'll save that for another time. I hope that this little macro video has helped you. I definitely am not the author of any of these macros. I can't take any credit for most of them. I just found them around the internet in my passing, so all credit goes to whoever made all these. A great place to look for macros is the Rogue forums. Also, Arena Junkies has a great list of macros as well if there's something else that you're looking for. I hope that you found something here. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and rate and subscribe, and I'm going to be putting out more videos with stuff like this, and who knows what, maybe just me talking about the class or the game or whatever. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.